Hello everyone, welcome back. Day 2. Thanks everyone yesterday for all your likes and for sharing as well. Some good comments there, and yeah, some good value. I know a couple of people who wrote some comments are actually doing this program alongside me, so feel free to share anything. And if you're not in the program, check it out. I'll put a link up below, above again after this. Okay. From the 5-minute Millionaire Mentor, 67 steps. Just from what we learned today, Tai Lopez, he's talking about an entrepreneur, somebody who creates the world in their own image. So he's talking about Richard Branson as one example, and he's telling the story about when Richard Branson years ago, he was on an island somewhere in the Caribbean, and there was a tropical storm or a hurricane that was going to come in, and everyone bought airline tickets to get out there quickly. You couldn't get a plane out, so he decided that what he was going to do was he was going to charter a plane in. He innovated an idea, he innovated a way out. So he chartered a plane, and then he realized there was a lot of other people on the island that also wanted to get out, so he sold all the tickets for the plane. And he actually made a profit. So he came up with an idea and then profited on it. And that's how he got the idea to start Virgin Airlines. So obviously, you know, he's been through a lot of challenges when he got that airline up and running. But he first imagined it in his own mind. You know, it's something that Bob Proctor writes in his book, and I've sort of touched on this in my book as well. He said Napoleon Hill, who's author of Think and Grow Rich, that was a book I was talking about yesterday, studied 500 of the world's greatest achievers, and the essence of his exhausted studies and writings in contained work in his great book, Think and Grow Rich. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And he goes on to say, not many people believe this, but the ones that do prove it to themselves. So he's saying, why don't you prove it to yourself? Become an image maker. So Richard Branson, that's where he got his idea for the airline. Now, he went on through a lot of challenges. If you read his book, this one, Losing My Virginity, Richard Branson, he talks about the challenges that he went through when he created that airline. I think the first plane he bought, he was going to take it for the first flight with all the paying passengers, and the engine broke down. He had to replace the engine, like millions of dollars on a you know, commercial airline. He also had problems with British Airways competitors trying to do things to sabotage his airline, etc., to stop him from creating that airline. But he's pushed through them challenges, and now he's gone on to create, you know, one of the best airlines around. Everyone likes Richard Branson and Virgin Air. There's not many people that don't, you know. Also, he's got the trains, all the other things as well. So it's about getting through the challenges. And Charlie Munger, another smart thinking guy, co-founder of Berkshire Hathaway, billionaire, he says, just go to bed a little bit smarter than you did yesterday. So that was the area today. He also spoke about 3 types of people. People that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and then people that wonder what happened. So he's saying you want to be one of them people that make things happen. Sometimes you've got to watch things happen to learn how to make them happen, but don't be one of them people that wonder what happened. So Richard Branson, obviously, he innovated the idea, he made it happen, and you know, he's gone through the challenges, but he's got there. And same as the guy Jeff Bezos, the guy that runs Amazon. He says to his people when they got a problem, innovate your way out of it. You know, you just can't. If somebody says can't do it, it's like innovate your way out of it. Unless you're breaking the laws of physics, you can innovate your way out of it. You know. Yeah, that was it really. Four areas he went on to touch on. What will you do to improve 4 areas of your life? The 4 main pillars. What he talks about, Tai Lopez, he's talking about health, wealth, love, and happiness. So what would you do in your own life if you could have the health that you wanted, the wealth that you wanted, the love that you wanted, and the happiness that you wanted? So I'll put some comments on when this video gets posted. Even though it's live, it will get posted. And feel free to interact. And if you want more information on where I'm getting this information from, then click on the link, the $5 Million Mentor. That'll also lead you to the 67 steps. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and wherever you are, have a great day.